Hello everybody, my name is Vin Garris, and I'm finally getting around to playing Resident Evil 4, the remake, because I played the remakes of 1, 2, and 3, so why the hell not? I know I said I wouldn't come back to this series at the end of Resident Evil 7, just because that game really pissed me off. But in light of things, the remakes have been pretty fun to play, even though I had my issues with them, so I thought why not come back to it. So, and I've heard some interesting things about this game, so I'm curious how it all goes. But let's just go in. We're doing assisted just because I just really don't care about some of the stuff you deal with in these games. I'm here for the fun. If I wanted a challenge, I'd play Dark Souls. I'm very curious how this goes because a lot of people said it's great, barring one of the voice actresses' performance. I'm not going to say any more than that, given how some people reflect on people criticizing things nowadays. Expanded treasure map. Okay, that's good.
The training, punishing missions, nearly killed me. But at least I kept my mind off everything. If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
I like this characterization so far. I like how you actually got to see a guy that you fight later in the original game in the opening bit. That was nice. Man, they are speeding along. I live out in the country, and even I don't drive that fast around like this shit. Then again, I'm paranoid about breaking my car, so.
You better go and take a look.
I like how this guy is called Newbie Officer in the credits. I find that really funny. So far, I'm liking the atmosphere of this game better than the original one. Alright, there's a boot. Can we use the boot? Okay, so I can inspect things, looks like. Okay, spooky house in the middle of the forest. We've been here quite a lot by this point, I must say. Oh, he came this way. We got to avenge Mario. I heard they got rid of QTEs, so I'm hoping they don't have any of those in the cutscenes. Neck snaps. Alright. Like every officer, going in with one mag only. Being prepared. Wait, so his knife... Okay. Okay, I like that knife system. Kind of like the Remnant from the Ashes system, where it's like hold to aim, toggles your gun, but without aiming, you just slice. I approve. Where are you bastards? Well, time to knife the shit out of somebody. Save this one bullet for when we lose, and just kill ourselves. Ah, the weeds. I missed ingesting the weeds.
Gotta go. Talk later.
What's up, dudes? Is this where we get to jump out the window? It's weird knowing kind of what's happening and what's coming, because I've heard like some things were changed in the game from the previous one anyway, so I'm curious to see what the changes are. Head for the lake. So, wait, so they're just gonna give up on me? I imagine this will break after I cross it. Or not, okay. I expect a bunch of, like, horror movie tropes to appear at this point. Uh-huh, you're yellow. I assume I can smash you. Alright. Oh yeah, we're running with gas now. Or cooking with gas, I don't know why I said running. We are doing thing with fuel. A deluxe weapon has been added to the storage menu. Okay. Oh, why would I view storage from this thing? Sentinel 9 Skull Shaker. I mean, I have this shit, so why not? Increases drop rate for handgun ammo. Oh, okay, that's a neat detail. That's a neat custom mechanic type of thing. Alright, that'll work for now. My plan right now is to use this clip and then switch over to the other weapon. See if I can go for... The hell? It was like late evening when I like went through that shit. How is it daytime? I probably won't play this game all stealthy because I know the original game was more action-y than previous Resident Evil incarnations, so hopefully this will continue that and make it easy for me so I don't waste a bunch of time crouching around. I like how they dissolve into dust. I do have a setting on to have less corpses than normal just for the sake of performance, so I imagine he would just lay there normally. Alright, we are heading into the village. I thought that was a controller pop-up for a second. Man, I wish it was that fast to die from fire. Hopefully this chicken doesn't give me away. So I'm so glad they have like an execute move. That's a cool mechanic that I'm glad that they... I don't remember much from Resident Evil 4. Of all the Resident Evil games, I've played it probably the same amount as the other ones, and I just have forgotten so much about it. So I apologize if I make comparisons that are probably just me talking out of my ass. What's that thing on the ground back there? Is that handgun ammo? It's glowing and it looks video gamey, so I assume it's ammo. Okay. Okay, it shows how much I have and how much I can craft and what it requires. Okay, it's a good mix. So far, I'm enjoying the remake. I just want to know what my limitations are. See, if I kill their cow, will they be mad? That's a really dumb question, but I imagine that would be a problem for them. What's the thing when they have the two lines above their face? What does that mean? Does that mean I can do... Ah, okay, that's... Ow! Okay, I'm in a bad spot. I think that's right behind me. Look at those eyes. V... Why is V map? Playing on a PC, M is always map. My crafty survival brain is immediately like, what is all this shit? Oh, chicken egg. Oh, okay. If I leave them alive, they poop out health points for me. Actually, I'll leave that at 3. Because I think you can get like a magnum later on, so... I like keeping my things like pistols, then shotguns, then like SMGs, then rifles, then like sniper rifles, and you know, like scale up in terms of like effective weapon range. That's what I like doing anyway. Alright, well since all the fuckers are gone, let's have a look around here. Okay, that blocks things off. Okay, so anything with yellow paint is stuff I should pay attention to. Hey, shotgun.
Oh, nice.
I would like a key to be able to unlock shit. Alright, one thing I'm worried about is the auto vaulting, because I auto vaulted through there without actually aiming for it. Control wise at least, so I'm a little concerned about that. Is there anything? There's a weird looking box. Aha! Hello. Combining treasures. You can view the treasures you collected in the key items and treasures menu. Some treasures can be sold at a high price by fitting them with gemstones. Good to know. Good to remember. It's like a mini... Oh, now I remember. I think these velvet blue things are like fodder crystals that you can just sell outright. I don't think you use them for anything. But then again, that's the problem with remakes, is that you think you know what's coming, but you run the risk of fucking yourself over if they make changes. Windmill ahead. And that my brain just wanted to make it like a Dark Souls message. Windmill ahead, and then butthole. Curious what each case does. I imagine one is like, it's like handgun, shotgun, SMG, rifle, explosives maybe, or healing items or something, I don't know. But I like the customized case thing. That's pretty neat. Thank you for the egg. Blessed chicken. I see the blue things everywhere. I don't want to start shooting until I aggravate enemies, though. Well, let's start shooting the blue things. Come around here. Shoot doohickey. Right. If I remember correctly, you shoot all the ones in a given map and then you get a reward of some kind. Just to let you know, I'm a save spamming whore. That's just how I save. Oh, there's another one. Wait, no, that's a... What is that? Blue request notes. Oh, okay, this is take on task by collecting the blue request notes posted around different areas. View the requests you've taken in the files menu. Love of God, will somebody please get rid of the blue medallions those religious lunatics left hanging around? Alright, reward spinel times 3 if I get all 5. Okay. Oh, it puts it on the map for me. Oh, there was something in here. I did the human thing, never looked up. Let me ask you a question. I'm terrible. What's up, guys? Come up this ladder. Let's see if the old exploits remain the same. I don't trust you being dead with your body not disappearing. I don't trust anything in these games. Open the gate! Your Lord Leon is here. For some reason I wanted to try to give him the All Might voice from My Hero Academia. Fear not! Fear not, Ashley. I am here. Hope has arrived. Let's see, what part of the map is this? See, this part's not labeled. So that makes you think that it's like not an area that needs to be registered. It's like an in-between area for loot or story or something. That's what I think anyway. I could be completely wrong. I mean, this is a remake after all, so like it's not a remaster. A remaster is like you kind of know what's coming. A remake, you're not really sure. Oh god, is this the running section? Alright, so Alt is the dodge button. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Oh, okay, so they got rid of the boulder encounter and instead just made it like falling rocks. Okay. So there are going to be changes that apply different... like the scenario is basically the same, but like the mechanics have been changed to take out QuickTime events. I support this. What happens if I shoot one of you? Well, I can't actually hit you. Okay. Okay, I need a key for all these different things. Once I get a key, I'm going to freak out. I'm just going to unlock everything.
Shit, they took my gear.
Just in case you couldn't tell, they took his gear. I didn't hit tab for that. That just appeared. Stealth kills, yes. I like how it's teaching me this now, even though I figured it out earlier. If you have a knife, you can parry an attack with space when the prompt appears in the bottom right corner of the screen. You can successfully parry even if you press it before the prompt appears. Time it right and the enemy will be staggered. Alright, let's try this. I hit the thing. Come on, do your thing. Do your thing. Alright, good deal. Alright, apparently parrying also does or kicking them also seems to do damage. Oh. Hey, dude. That's going to be our best friend for this run. Get rid of the rats that have taken up in the factory. We don't know if they are carrying any diseases, but we'd rather not find out. Kill 3 rats. Okay. I kind of like these little mini games. Yeah, let's buy some stuff.
Welcome, kids.
Let's see here. Ammo capacity tends to be the thing that I'm most interested in because it allows you to hold more shit. Oh yeah, 25. Look at that bad boy. Oh, look at that bag too. Okay, good. It's mouse 4 and 5, not mouse wheel. My mouse wheel is busted, and I never fix it because I'm an idiot. Have fun, guys. I hear you, chainsaw dude. I can hear you. Come on. Come on. Hey there. Oh, hey. What do you do? Oh, neat. Oh, this is a 2-person thing. So I guess we come back here at some point? Hey, doggo.
You too, huh?
Get caught in a trap while trying to help the dog. I wonder if they'll actually put, like, vermin in these little things. Like, I remember seeing that there were, like, snakes in it in the original one and shit, and I wonder if they'll bring that back ever.
Won't open.
I bet this is the thing where we come back and, like Ashley goes through there, unlocks it, and then we can loot shit. Because I remember that being a mechanic in the old game, but I also remember it being a little annoying of a mechanic. Like, I don't remember enjoying that mechanic. We could run all the way back there, and I think about it. Because I'm pretty sure what... Oh, shit. Okay. We got evil demon pups. So far, I'm enjoying the remake. And I think it kind of lives up to what's kind of been set by the previous remakes. I do think the Resident Evil 3 remake is a little short. Like, it's not worth full price. Resident Evil 2 remake was okay. I had some issues with the way the bosses worked, but other than that, I think they're pretty decent. And they seem to sell pretty well, so I can understand why they keep making them. And I can't believe they're... I wonder how far it goes until we get remakes of remakes. You know, when do we get the remake of Resident Evil 1? Which I would actually be okay with a remake of that remake, because I would like a proper, like this style of remake for the original Resident Evil, I think would be amazing. Hey, they included it. Hey, TMP. I'm gonna buy all the recipes. All ammo capacity. There's a bunch of treasure around here. I remember that one thing in the back was something I never finished in the original game. So I'm curious if I can figure it out now. Wait a minute. Oh, that was it? Oh, they were... Oh, it completely skipped my mind that they just removed the puzzle. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that, to be honest.
Good luck finding someone big enough to use this thing.
Oh, I'm sure we're going to find some guy soon. Ah, the sacred selling grotto. Let's see, destroy the pirates and shoot for the high score. Weapons and ammo are unlimited, and it's all free. Earn tokens based on your score for a chance to win magnificent prizes. Exchange your tokens for charms at a token machine. They're full of treasures that can be found nowhere else. Tips and tricks. You can destroy several targets at once by shooting nearby dynamite to set off an explosion. Be careful, shooting a sailor will deduct points from your score. Some targets cannot be destroyed with one shot. Shoot as many shots as it takes until they break. If certain conditions are met, bonus targets will be added. However, these conditions will change from game to game. Okay. We'll do that one first.
3, 2, 1, begin!
Is he a... Oh, he's a pirate. I didn't realize that he looked like a regular sailor to me. Chicken, rare. Charms can be swapped out via the customized case menu at any typewriter. 100% health recovery for all egg types. These are some interesting little bonuses to the game. That's kind of cool. Plus 15% handgun ammo craft bonus frequency. Okay. Alright, so I can have 3 of those on at a time. Okay. That's actually really cool. That's actually a really cool thing. So can I, like, move these around? Okay, I guess I have to put all of them in and then I can move them around. I wonder if there's a thing to kill fish. I'm wondering about that now. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Okay. That's one of those random deaths that I immediately make me want to uninstall. See, this is one of my biggest problems with a lot of games like these, where you have a bunch of shit that you can do, and then you get shit like that, where doing stuff leads to a death. A death which resets your progress, however far back that happened to be. And this is just one of those things where it kind of ruins the experience when you have to redo shit because you're just fucking around because you can, and then you get killed.
Damn, look at the size of that.
We're gonna be there eventually. Hopefully without random bullshit killing us. You were doing pretty well, game, until you threw that random death at me. Alright, I would really like more submachine gun ammo. Just because I haven't found any. And also because I like the TMP. I like it. I think it's a cute little gun. You know what? I'm gonna kill you with extreme prejudice. Didn't even hit you. Shit. It's very fitting, isn't it? Oh, this is... I like this way more than the old version. Here we go again. Oh shit, here we go again. I will paint the water red with your blood. I like how now the engine starts. After all the trauma and getting hit by like a tree stump, now it works. Ah, so now we get the flaily ones. Old Way Shrine Key. Ah, cool. That'll open up all those older parts. There's treasure out here, so I'm wondering... We killed the thing, so we should be safe. But I am going to go back this way, save, open that thing, and do some other shit. This seems like the most free-roamish point of the game, so I'm going to try to make the most of it. I'm trying to remind myself exactly where stuff could be that we might want to unlock. Oh man, I kind of want to get the rocket launcher. Now we can buy both. Hello, chickens. Open sesame and give me your goodies. For a second I thought that was like a old person's like dentures. Why am I getting a cutscene for this now? Oh. I wonder if this encounter gets... Oh shit. Damn it. Can't even go back. No. So how do I get back over there? I guess I have to walk all the way... I guess I have to go back through the quarry. I think I wonder, like, if I go back through the quarry, does it trigger the boss fight? Alright, let's run all the way back. Well, we didn't trigger it. Oh, shit. Damn it. The map keeps lying to me. Keeps saying I can go back, and then I can't go back. This game runs pretty smoothly. Pretty seamlessly. I have much respect for smoothness. I want to save the rocket launcher for a big boss. Some bosses in the original game really annoyed me, and if they remake them in a similar manner, I'm going to have a similar problem. Magnum ammo. Okay, don't even have the Magnum yet. Not gonna worry about it. I like how my lips kind of went idiotic there for a minute. Slow down, get the words out. God gave you a mouth to speak beautiful words, not to fumble over stupid shit. Alright, we're gonna store that because it's massive and does a lot of damage. So I would like to probably use that in a much better place. Save that for late game shit. And also love room to pick up stuff. I like how they had that wooden beam on the door, even though it didn't do shit. ¿Qué pasa? Oh, okay. These chapter cutoff points are really weird. They're always right in the middle of something. Aha, mechanic time.
Get the ladder.
Me? Okay.
Thank you. I can only imagine how many nude mods have been made for this whole fucking game. This community is one of the biggest cesspools of degenerates I've ever seen playing a game franchise. It's like, holy shit, man. The amount of nude shit I see on Steam, or like sexual shit on Steam with mods and shit, is just like, bro, please. Just watch porn and leave it there. Leave the rest of the gamers out of this. Going for the sneaky kill. Sneaky kill. All I can think of is the Bat Metal song, I'm so fucking tough, I'm so fucking tough.
Hey, got a smoke?
I do. The kind you like.
Now
Where's the amber?
well, that Ada voice acting was whoa. But yeah, I'm gonna. One thing is, I'm gonna talk about the Ada voice acting in a minute because I've heard a lot of controversy about it, and after hearing that first line, I'm beginning to believe it. Just like, oh man, that was not very good. I like how I can put weapons in storage, but not fucking anything else. It's like, what is the point of storage then? Where the fuck did you come from? Just wait around the corner. What the? I keep reading that. This is part of the problem with the game, is like the inconsistency is I can stab him in the back from behind in the neck and that kills him, but stabbing them in the front from the neck when they got me doesn't kill them. It's weird. Well, see, I can stab him from the front of the neck right there and it'll work. I'm okay with finishing moves, just make them consistent. I also gotta say, like, very sharp contrast in this game. I'm really enjoying the Ashley voice actress's performance. Like, I genuinely like the way she does it. But that one line from Ada already, the one line I've heard, right, the little bit I've heard already, it's like rubbing sand against your eyes, but for your ears. It does not sound good. It sounds more like a diversity hire than an actual talented person. There's all that loot over there. No! I'm such a loot whore. Alright, this next bit has gotta be a boss fight. This looks like the building where the boss fight was in the original game.
Be careful.
Oh, this is absolutely a boss fight. I've never seen anything scream boss fight more than this.
I promise.
Loot. I keep seeing the loot and I get sad. Oh, man. Oh, but this treasure head. We didn't use up a whole lot of ammo in there. Then again, this is assisted, so they probably assume that I'm a games journalist. I can't actually play video games. You know, I'm not the greatest gamer ever, but I mean, for hell, I am definitely not a Dean Takahashi. Little side rant here. Some people really should not be critics of the things they're critics of, because if you can't bare bones it through like a video game, like if you get stuck on a fucking tutorial, you should not be a games critic. I mean, period. Right? Like if you get stuck on a tutorial, you're pretty fucking bad at video games. Anyway, rant over. I'm glad that they got rid of the truck sequence, because that was annoying.
Come meet up there. Ciao.
It's really weird how they have like
All right.
touchscreen shit
Luis just said.
and FaceTime shit.
We better be going.
I mean, to be honest, I'd be more fine with just like an audio effect coming up, like over a radio effect type of thing, and that's the effect instead of actually seeing him. It would help immerse me more in the fact that this is like in like the early 2000s, as opposed to like modern day. I don't know when the first like screen sharing thing came out, but I don't think it was when this game came out. Or when the original came out, at least. This is just... the amount of, like, shit you expected to be fixed by the time they made this giant-ass game. Or not giant, I don't know why I said giant, but, like, a new game.
Firing again.
Now, this is pretty cool. But not being able to shoot through that tiny crack is just stupid. This is a 2023 game. Like, come on. If that...
Right. That went
if
well.
that was the courtyard, we could have just killed Luis. I gotta wonder if we're gonna get, like, separated from Ashley like in the original game, because Ashley in the original game was really fucking annoying.
Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy.
I miss his hat. Alright. That is a gimmick fight I can get behind. Especially when he starts spazzing out on the floor. He is boogieing in the afterlife. Remember there being one drill bit where I have to like kill some dudes. Because I bet this encounter... oh no, this is a different thing. Maybe they just ignored the whole thing about the drill. Wow, I actually can't go up these steps. Oh wait, it's because they go down. I'm just stupid. Am I gonna push her through, then she's gonna get captured or something? I feel like that's going to happen at some point in the game.
Looks like the right place. You okay?
I think so. Instead of worrying about her, worry about your own skin. Foolish little lamb. Temperance, child.
Ashley.
Wait!
That is so much better than what the original did. Oh my god, the original pissed me off to hell. That was so much better than the original. The original, he's just like, Ashley, wait. And she's like, no, Leon, wah. She runs off and gets caught in a thing, and it's like, oh, fuck you, Ashley. This one, that was so much better. See, this is why proper remakes can be really good, because you can improve upon the shit that you had before, where mistakes were made, and where things didn't turn out the way you wanted, and where things were just bad. Like, just straight bad. I'm so glad that they changed that. Although, there is a writing problem there. They can't kill her because she's a massive part of her plan, of their plan.
Went to shit.
So killing her destroys their plan. But yeah, I really did not like the original for how Ashley was. She was extremely annoying. I think part of that was her voice too. Her voice sounded like an old. Her voice sounded like what people make fun of when they make fun of English dubs of anime voices. Like she was really high pitched and kind of like absurdly girly. It was really annoying. Also, some of her encounters were just. Ugh. See, can I kill you? All right, he did die, so that's good. Man, all these explosives in here. Man, this is the one thing too. Is like if you play the game cautiously, you end up missing out on explosive encounters and shit. It's kind of weird. Wow. I could have used that. There's so much cool shit I could have used, but instead I sat in a corner because I was worried they were going to gank me. This is one problem with video games, is that you can technically play them the way the developers did not intend you to, and sometimes that can compromise the experience. For either the developer, the game experience overall, or the game becomes much harder or easier than they probably intended. One of the weird things about video games that you don't see with other mediums. Now you can misinterpret things, that happens all the time, but video games you can actually end up playing something not the way you normally would. We're gonna run into Ada here. Yeah, she's here. Let's see this grade A dialogue I've been hearing
You
about.
can stop right there, Leon.
Oh god, that was bad. Fuck.
Make me use this.
Leon, stop right there.
Well, after 6 years, that is one hell of a greeting. Ada.
You don't seem surprised. Interesting.
Try using knives next time. Better for close encounters.
Not a very small.
So who are you working for this time?
Oh, Leon. You know I don't work in town.
This is so half-assed.
Leave the girl. She's lost no matter what. You walk away now, and who knows? Maybe you'll live to meet me again. And then I might get you that greeting you were looking for.
You think I'm gonna give up that easy?
Right. How about we continue this discussion another time?
Okay.
To here.
I mean, that was an experience. Experience I don't want to repeat. But she's going to pop up throughout the rest of the game, here and there. That's how it works. Not looking forward to it. I mean, like, some of this... Like, if this was the... Like, that kind of acting back in 2005 would be like... It was bad, but it's not that big of a deal. In 2023, when some games have better acting than fucking, like, movies at this point, like, you really got to step up your game.
Oh, great.
Oh, this is going to be great. Got a bunch of little shits heads. Damn. That Ada encounter made me stupid. Oh, we can go back and unlock a thing. Yay! Seriously, though, like, this is one thing, right? If you have bad acting in anything, right? Bad acting, period, in anything, that is going to age your product way faster than anything else, right? Because because you're not even there for the performances anymore. You know, it's one of those things where when you put the time in to make a good product, whether that be the acting, the special effects, the graphics, whatever it is, you put the time in, people will come back and listen to it and enjoy it a lot, right? But if you just get someone to half-ass their shit, and you don't say, okay, that was bad, do it again, if you don't get the best take possible, then you are going to suffer for it. You know, and this is the thing. Same goes for people giving the performances in general, right? Give your best performance, you know, and listen back to it. And if you think it's good, do it again, because it's probably not. And I know I'm the one to talk because my videos are, you know, sometimes my takes are flubbed. You know, but I'm a guy with a computer on like a $60 a month budget. I don't have hundreds of millions of dollars. Hey, that actually worked out. That's probably not the best trade of ammo, but still, if I get them during the transformation, I can kill them both. Kill them both? Both. Both. With TH, not F.
Let's stay back. I might hurt you again. I'm so scared. When that happened, I wasn't myself anymore. I was something else.
Oh, she must have been terrifying. I know.
You too?
It's okay to be afraid, you know. But you can't run. You gotta keep moving forward. We will beat this. Together.
I don't know if I can.
You can. Just give me a heads up before you stab me next time, okay?
Leon, thanks.
That was good. That was good. Oh, the game has so many that's what good delivery is. And then you have the Ada thing, which is like cringe. I really wonder if they purposely put like it's like putting a bad actor next to a good actor, and you see how good the good actor is because of the bad actor being bad. Like I wonder if that was genuinely what they like thought of when they when they cast whoever voices Ada. It's like, this is so bad, it's going to make the rest of them look good. I genuinely wonder about that, because like, how do you not see a bad performance and say that's bad? There's some big crows. They actually drop shit. I want to be killing all you motherfuckers now. Imagine if birds dropped gunpowder, like in real life. That'd be hilarious. Let's focus on... I'm trying to go places where there are not things.
Hey, Leon, there's some armor. Bet you could use it like a bulletproof vest.
Little old-fashioned for my taste.
Too bad. I think you'd look pretty dashing.
You are so damn charming. Thank you. You are best girl.
You sure you're all right? You're not burned, are you?
No, thanks for your help. I really did the trick.
So much better than the original Ashley. I mean, holy shit, she was so useless and annoying. You're actually charming and helpful. It's great. Let's yank some tails. Okay, that's a nifty little puzzle system. It's like a multi-key. I really do like that little cube key thing. That's an interesting way to have a key that functions as a key for different things. That's a good use of a single object as a multiple key sort of thing. Stay close, Ashley. If the knights attack us, oh shit.
Wait for me, Leon.
Oh, this is the bit where we play as her. Okay, yeah. Bet one of these will fall off the wall. Yeah, there it is. Right on cue. Right on cue. That's one problem with playing various horror games after a while, is sometimes you kind of get used to the shit they do. And even though it's like okay, like it's not cheap, or at least not that cheap, it's still like, can I light you on fire just to be safe? Can I run past it, or... This is the problem with the game, is like, do I backtrack and loop around, or do I have to run past it? Fuck it, we're gonna run past it. Okay, never mind. She's too retarded to actually run past it. So is it supposed to scare me and I'm supposed to run away? Am I supposed to wait for it to get up here? Hello? Game, what are you supposed to fucking do in that scenario? I have no dodge button. I try to go around him and he just rubs up against me. This is one big problem with these games, is like they can't... It's like they seem to give contradicting indications of what you're supposed to do. Am I supposed to wait and lure him back? Like this? When every time ahead of this, I've not done that? I don't know what you want me to do, game. You keep confusing me. Why did it caption silence when there was no silence there? Oh boy.
So, what's become of the Amber?
Sorry, nothing yet. But my little helper is creating quite the commotion. Everything will work out just fine.
As long as you can keep your dog under control.
He's a good boy. Predictable.
Fine. Keep your mutt. But don't come crying to me if you get bit.
Okay.
Leon, changed your mind yet?
Ada?
Assuming you haven't, I've got a tip for you. Seems like something big is about to go down in the throne room. Babysitting's tough, huh?
Hey, Ada! Ada!
Man.
Perfect.
It's like there are points where
Same as
it's like the points where her performance are mid, like they're okay, and then there are points where it's like, could you deliver it like you give a shit, please?
So that's a request done and dusted, eh?
Like, damn.
Well, look at
You're like the
you.
biggest horror franchise ever. You think you could afford good voice acting. At least tell her to get her shit together.
Goes a long
Wait a minute,
way.
so...
You'll see.
Okay, at first I thought that you use a token on a weapon and it opens up this exclusive thing.
A well-tuned weapon can make up for
Shut up, dude. I'm trying to talk.
skill, friend.
Is the exclusive thing locked to certain weapons? Because I thought every weapon had an exclusive thing, and it would unlock once you unlocked everything and used a token on it. But apparently, it looks like you don't have to?
Try that on for size.
Wait a minute, do they... Why did the exclusive thing pop up now? Why? You see, this is one annoying thing about some games, is how they unlock shit when it really should have been visible from the beginning. Like, that ticket has been in his trade menu forever. Why did this shit not pop up before? Otherwise, I would have not spent all the money on this, and I would have finished up the fucking pistol instead. I'm gonna reload now just to make sure that works. Don't care. Blah, blah, blah.
Leon,
Blah, blah,
changed your
blah,
mind
blah,
yet?
blah, 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 blah.
Assuming you haven't, I've got a tip for you.
I'm gonna tip for you.
Seems like something big is about to go down in the throne room. Babysitting's tough, huh?
Hey, Ada!
I gotta wonder if the woman voicing her has ever, like, seduced a man at all.
Perfect.
If that's even possible.
Hi.
Alright, now that we have this thing, let's finish up this gun, because I like using this gun.
Starting to get an idea of your tastes, friend. Dazzled? Sad to say that's the end of the road for that weapon. Packs a punch. That is
Nice.
a top-notch weapon.
Nice.
You
Oh wow, I can't make it through there. Stupid knights. Oh, a gun. Nice. Balances power and weight to allow for accurate shooting. Hell yeah. Woo! They are...
Fucking monsters.
That was actually fucking scary. I actually felt a moment. Oh, thank you, game. Thank you, game. Thank you. Thank you. Had no indicator I was going to get trapped and die. Thank you, game. Thank you for the useless fucking death. Thank you. Fuck you, game. Couldn't even have one of the characters comment on it, like, stand back. Or anything. No comments, just... boom. Fucking dead. Thank you, game. Thank you. This is one reason why I really... like, even the newer Resident Evil games, when they have the opportunity to remake stuff, they still have shit where they don't tell you that you can die from something. Until it's too late. And give me a heads up next time. What the fuck? Why do you guys just randomly stumble off the one thing that can fucking kill you?
Where do you think you're going?
Oh yeah, obviously coded to stumble off it. Obviously. I hate that arbitrary bullshit.
Hey, the cart's slipping over! Going off the rails! Get me a hand!
Game, do I hold the button to lean, or do I tap the button to lean? I'm doing both, and nothing is changing. See, it just says AD lean. Fuck.
This is nothing to do with them. I'm a free man who
Do I have to fight him with a knife? Rest in peace, bro. I like how they changed it around where he wasn't just impaled by, what's his face, the final boss. Like how there was a little bit more of a build-up to Krauser. Although, I don't really like Krauser's voice acting very much. It's better than Ada's, but still, it's not, it's like, it's a guy trying to sound like a military guy. You know, it's something that a YouTuber who makes $60 a month off of this shit can do it too, you know? Because it's not that hard to do a voice like this. Just sound like you're taking a really big shit. And there you go. Voice acting at its finest. Can I throw something? Oh, wait, yeah. That's why they dropped the egg. Yeah, fuck you, Salazar. You got egged.
That should do it. Ashley.
I mean, I could have put a bullet in their heads. I mean, I am standing right here.
To have been bestowed with lore settlers.
You talk too much.
Failed. You vulgar, utterly uncivilized mongrel.
I like that move. I approve that decision. Now we're gonna see him come back as Ramon the Monster.
Ah, damn it.
I figured.
Looking for something?
It's really weird. Every time I see Ada show up on screen, I keep thinking, is this line gonna be cringe or not? It's bad that I'm defaulting to that every time she appears, but still. I also just don't think that the voice actress sounds like the way Ada looks. Like, Ada's always sounded, like, sexy and kind of manipulative at the same time. This Ada's just deadpan, just almost all the time. Why do we need to caption silence? Why do we need to caption that?
You look like you've got something to say.
I wish you didn't.
Ask you. But I don't think I'll get a straight answer. Raccoon City. You know, after the incident. world changed. Try to save one person, 100 others die. I guess I changed too.
You. Leon S. Kennedy. You haven't changed. You just think you have.
Wow, that was a juxtaposition of one of the worst lines she said and one of the better ones. Whew.
So here's my question.
How do they fuck this up? How?
Have you changed, Ada?
Just change voice actresses.
Or are you just trying to use me again?
What do you think?
You're a bitch.
We're here. Don't think too hard, handsome. See you later.
There's so much there's so much of a lack of passion in this voice delivery. It's just, see you later, handsome. See you later. It's just, there's no... here's one thing, right? I'm gonna rant a little bit here. I've never really liked Ada, right, as a character. And that's something I've been very vocal about. I don't actively like Ada as a character, right? And I know I'm in the minority on this. I know a lot of people in this franchise love Ada for X, Y, or Z, right? I understand that. But the delivery of Ada's lines in the previous games that I've played, right? Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, or the remakes of Resident Evil 2 and 3, you know, and 6, you know, there's a very clear, identifiable personality in Ada. She's the sexy, unpredictable, basically third party that always intervenes, right? That's basically what she is from everything I've seen in the games I've played, right? And that works as a character, right? I don't think she's a bad character from a characterization perspective, right? I just don't personally like her character, and I don't like her influence on Leon and her personal relationship with Leon, right? But that's my own opinion. People can like her as much as they want. I don't have a problem with you liking her. I'm just saying I don't personally like her as a, you know, as a character. She's fine. I just don't like her, like as her, right? But this performance of her by the voice actress is such a downgrade from a character I already disliked. So now I dislike the character, and I also dislike the way she sounds as well. And this is the thing too, where it's like, if you're gonna get someone to voice act a character, then you need to make sure that it's consistent with previous iterations of the character, right? Like, you don't have a character that's in voice only, right? Like, imagine if Star Wars, the original trilogy of Star Wars, had the same voice actor, James Earl Jones, for Darth Vader for the original Star Wars and then The Empire Strikes Back. Now imagine if they got some random person who sounded completely different from James Earl Jones to be Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi. And they were worse at their job. Alright? Imagine how much worse Return of the Jedi would have been for that. Same thing here. They got a voice actress who does not sound like the previous Adas. And this is one thing too, is like, even the original Resident Evil 4 Evil. Fuck. But even the original Resident Evil 4 Ada still had, you know, that kind of mysterious, feminine, kind of sexual manipulation type of vibe about her, right? And that's part of her character, right? That's how they have set her up. Like, even bouncing back and forth between the old games and the newer games, and the old remakes, and then the newer stuff that's coming out, right? It's very obvious what she is, what she sounds like, and there is a certain consistency to be had with the character from a voice acting perspective, right? She needs to have a certain allure to her. She needs to have a certain level of mysterious, kind of sexually charged charm, right? That's part of the character. But this voice actress just simply either did not or cannot deliver on that. And that's something that has just continued to irk me throughout the rest of this remake. And this is one thing too. Throughout this remake, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Right? I think it's a pretty good remake as far as remakes go, and you know, I think it's done pretty well, right? You know, I think that the things that they changed have also been pretty cool too. I like how they changed Ashley, where she's less of a brat and more of just kind of someone who's kind of like tortured from the situation, right? I prefer this characterization over the original Ashley, right? But it's completely the opposite with Ada. You know, and this is one thing that I worry about is, are they going to keep this voice actress for the next Resident Evil remakes they're doing? Because I've heard they're working on a remake of 5. And if they remake 5, they're going to remake 6. And I just wonder how far they're going to go with the remakes. Are they going to remake Resident Evil 7 in 2024? Or in like 2027 or something? But getting back to the Ada point, I'll wrap it up. The Ada voice actresses throughout the years have consistently been a mysterious, sexy kind of spy counterpart to Leon's kind of grunt in the trenches, kind of just getting into this shit and having to deal with the hard shit that he deals with throughout the various stories he's a part of, right? This Ada Wong in this game does not have any of that personality, does not have any of that, you know, sexual tension with Leon in any of her deliveries. And it's very obvious that either she can't voice act or the production team did not kick her ass enough to give a better performance. And that's sad, because this is a remake of one of your most popular games. Right? One of the most popular Resident Evil games was Resident Evil 4. Whether you liked it or not, one of the biggest ones. And one of the biggest deals for the franchise overall. Right? But it bogs my mind how the Resident Evil 2 remake and the 3 remake, and even 6 to a certain degree, all did Ada a lot better than this remake did. Than this game did. And it bogs my mind how you managed to have a good voice actress for that long and then get a shit one in your newest release. Right? It just it boggles the mind, and I gotta wonder like how their hiring practices work, because this is kind of a grade A example of a diversity hire because of diversity, right? Because from everything I've seen, from what I understand, the voice actress for the Resident Evil 2 remake of Ada was a white woman, but she did a fantastic job, so race shouldn't matter. From what I understand, they got an Asian voice actress who was Ada in one of the more recent live-action Resident Evil movies, and from everything I've seen and read about it, her performance was terrible in it, from what I've heard and read. Right? And based on, you know, and I went into this game with kind of good faith, because like I heard about some of the voice lines being terrible from her, and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a chance, because some people also said that some of the other voice acting in this game was terrible. Some people criticized Leon. I think Leon's alright. Right? I think he's fine. I think a lot of the other characters have been fine so far. I don't like Krauser. You know, but the Ada Wong voice acting has definitely lived up to the it's shit vibe that I got from the initial attention this game got. And so I'm just like, oh man, just how the hell did they backtrack so hard? Because, again, I mentioned this earlier, bad voice acting was relatively excusable in 2005 for a video game. Not in 2023. Okay, like, games have bigger budgets than some Hollywood productions do now, right? That should warrant at least some more quality, right? At least. But no, they got a diversity hire who can't do her fucking job right. But anyway, let's get back into the game. I'll stop bitching. Oh yeah, this is definitely the regenerator area. Regenerator area. That's a lot of R's.
Ada, come in. There's a lab where we can remove the parasites. Had a crazy hunch that you'd know where it is.
Their most important facilities are housed in their sanctuary at the top of the mountain. That's where I'd look.
Huh. Ada the encyclopedia.
Happy to help. Now you owe me.
Ah, man. This is I've ranted about this too many times, but I'm gonna do it again. Fuck it. When you're voice acting, you need to have an inflection You need to act like what you're saying has some sort of weight to it on different words, right? Like, you should be able to enunciate certain things at certain points to get certain points across, you know, and I just did it just there when I said across. But, you know, it's not just everything you say needs to be monotonous, and just so you can get your point across, you have to say things very clearly and simply. No, there's no inflection there. There's no emotion behind it. It's just useless. If you want to read this while I'm ranting, you can. I'm not too worried about it, unless it has like an actual like hint of the game in it. But still, like, good voice acting offers inflections, right? It's not about reading lines that are on the paper or on the screen. It's about actually taking what you're seeing, what you're reading, and then putting some emotion behind it at key points to get whatever the message across needs to be. This game, just with Ada, is failing at it. It's just deadpan all the time, just blah, 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 blah. Like, there's hardly any inflection at certain points, and it's just like, that's what kills it. You are the master of unlocking. I bet you unlocked a lot of virgins' hearts when they found the nude mods for these games. The deeper I get into this franchise, the more I begin to dislike it. I love the random abysses of death in video games.
Skills.
Skills. See, that's charming. If Ada had said that, it'd be skills. One thing I don't really get about a lot of these games is the amount of times that the hero is right next to the villain, and the villain doesn't just take a knife and stab him in the head, like carve his eyes out, or they don't take the opportunity to do what they obviously should be doing. You know, it's one of those things in writing where it's like, bruh, you could have devised this to be a little bit smoother. Oh, we could finally reach full mad glory. Look at all those shells. I'm gonna pump Krauser full of them. Again with the parry versus dodge. Just let me dodge shit. See, why can't I just dodge all the time? Like, why can't I just parry? Or dodge? Why does it have to be both? Oh, man. That was a weird fight, man. I kept expecting a dodge prompt to pop up, didn't pop up. Just really random. So yeah, final thoughts on the fight. I didn't like it. I thought it was... this is one big problem that I've noticed with the way some of the mechanics work for dodging and or just avoiding attacks in general in this game. There's a little bit of an issue where the dodge option is a pop-up that happens in the middle of the screen. Right? It happens in the middle of the screen where you're looking, and that's usually where your reticle is too, right? So that makes sense. The dodge is in the middle, like it's right where you're aiming, like it would pop up right there below the dot, right? That makes sense. That's good. The problem is, when you throw me into a boss fight where the boss has attacks that require a parry, I'm looking below where the dot is. I'm not looking at the parry next to my knife on the lower right-hand corner of the screen, right? And so when you flip back and forth between that, that causes issues, right? And it also doesn't help when you have a move where the boss jumps up into the air and then comes slamming back down. And because the system has trained me to think of dodging, I'm looking for the dodge button, but there's no dodge button. There's no dodge prompt that comes up during that, so I took damage like I did in the fight. And that's one big problem with telegraphing things to the player is if it's a specific thing where you have to hit specific buttons to deal with it, you need to make it more clear and consistent where the pop-up is going to be. Because otherwise you're going to have problems like I just mentioned, where I hit dodge when I should parry, or I try to hit parry when I should dodge. You know, it's inconsistent, and they're not in a good place where you can go and do both of them at the same time. You know, it's like looking for a pop-up in two different spaces of your screen. It's just not a good way to do it. You just have the pop-up be in the middle of the screen, or both of them be in the bottom. I've only known you for like 5 minutes, Mike, but I love you so much. Oh, damn. I need to take a piss anyway. Wow. Really, they just made him shrug? That's it? There's nobody there, dude. There you are. Game, are you serious? Okay. About to go off in this game for like... It's 2023. Have your textures match your shit.
I'll be out of a job.
Tuck's map away. Why do we need that captioning? Why do we need the caption of puts map up ass?
Someone had a field day looting the Umbrella Labs.
Gee, who could that be? There's Ada.
Ada.
Let's leave her. I mean, fuck it.
Thinks he's gonna lure me out.
Well, yeah, and you're gonna fall for it like a moron. Fuck you!
Use this!
Use this!
Ada. What the hell are you doing?
Nothing personal, Leon. Luis and I had an arrangement. Don't worry, I'll take good care of it.
Oh man, that performance is so bad. It sounds like she doesn't give a shit about anything.
Ride's here. You coming?
Come on. Let's go home.
Condor 1? Roost to Condor 1, do you read me? Come in! I said come in! Is this thing even on? Leon! Leon, are you and Ashley alright? Where are you? Come on!
Did we need that? Like, that seemed like a pretty good ending. Why did we need Hunnigan freaking out? It's like, we know they're okay. Why did we need to have that bit? I don't know. That was strange. Okay, so final thoughts on the remake. I like it about as much as the remakes of 2 and 3. Now, granted, this is the only Resident Evil where I've played the original and the remake, so I've got a little bit of a better grasp on what was changed. I do like a lot of the changes made to this game from the original. I like how a lot of the QuickTime events were taken out, but in their stead, you had the whole dodging and parrying systems in place, and because of the flipping back and forth between what you could do, like which prompt would pop up, I didn't like that. I did not like how those two things were kind of playing against each other for kind of the attention to what makes you dodge effectively. I did enjoy a good bit of the actual like gunplay. It holds pretty true to the original one, and I think it was pretty good. When it comes to the voice acting, it was a very, very mixed bag for me. Several of them I liked. Like, I think Ashley's voice actress did really good. I think the Merchant did a great job too. Sadler was alright. Leon was alright. Krauser was kind of cheesy, and Ada was just straight bad. You know, so hopefully the next game, which will be the remake of 5, hopefully they have some good voice actors and actresses do that. Because I really don't want to have to play through that game and have the voice acting suck. Hopefully they'll learn from this mistake. Now we're getting a post-credits thing. We're going to end on another bad voice actor performance.
Patch me through. I've obtained the amber.
Excellent.
Just one question. What are you planning to do with this?
I do not pay you to ask questions. All you need to know is a new dawn is breaking. 100 will give their lives so that just one may live. I am expediting that change.
So, we're talking millions of casualties.
Billions.
How ambitious. We're changing course, now.
Okay. Yeah, overall, I like this remake, and I like the direction these remakes are going in. The only thing that I'm concerned about is how are they going to improve the remakes beyond graphics? Because from the stuff I've seen of the Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 remakes, right? The Resident Evil 1 remake is basically just a texture remaster, basically. It doesn't really seem to change much mechanically from the game. It just kind of makes everything look nicer. The Resident Evil 2 remake looks like is an actual remake, right? And I'd say that's probably the best of the remakes, just in terms of what I've seen from Resident Evil 2. Everything has been updated mechanically to work like what Resident Evil has been doing since Resident Evil 4, the original one, where it's an over-the-shoulder, third-person horror puzzle game, basically. I really wonder how the remakes are going to go moving forward, because the remake of 2, I think, was a pretty solid remake of bringing the old franchise into the new kind of gaming age. The remake of 3, I did enjoy, but it's really short, and I really hope that they don't skimp out on another Resident Evil game. I'm really curious to see if 5 is good, because I tried to play the original Resident Evil 5 and ran into technical issues where I just couldn't run the game. And I've looked up how to fix it, and I can't fix it. Believe me, I would like to play it because it looks neat, but I just don't know really how far I'm going to get trying to fix it on my own. One thing, too, is the reason I bring up the concern about the remakes is, after playing this remake, I question if it's even worth having at this point, because although I did enjoy it, it doesn't add enough for me to say that people should buy it if they already have the original one. And that's the biggest criticism I think I have of this game, is that it adds a lot of graphic fidelity, and it changes things here and there, but at the same time it has different problems that the original doesn't have. So if I stack the two up against each other, I'd say play this if you really care about the graphics and the mechanics being relatively tighter, but if you want a more classic Resident Evil experience, I'd probably go with the original one and with the original 4. And that's kind of where I'm drawing a comparison here, because I really wonder where 5 is going to go in terms of what would they do. Because if they just flat out remake it, they're basically doing what they did with the Resident Evil 1 remake and with this one, where they just made the game look better and ironed out a few things people didn't like about the original, right? Because as far as I can tell, there was a lot of stuff in this game that was refined from the original one, but they also took out stuff. And I wonder if the remake of 5 will do the same thing that this game did and the remake of 3 did, because I don't know for a fact how much the Resident Evil 2 remake took out, or if it took out anything for that matter. But I know that Resident Evil 3, the original one, had a lot more content than the remake of 3 did. And so I'm starting to... Seeing the trajectory of their remakes, I really wonder how they're going to do 5, and how they're going to do 6, and what happens when they start reaching that point where they've kind of remaked up to the point... Like, where they remake up to 7, where remaking 7 wouldn't do anything because the remake of 3 and the remake of 2 are all made in the same engine, roughly, that the Resident Evil 7 game was made in, right? So it begs the question: where do the remakes actually stop? Right? Where do they actually stop? Because they seem to make them money, and from what I can see, they seem to outsell the previous ones. If the Resident Evil 2 remake's an indication of anything, because I think it outsold the original. I think the remake of 3 outsold the original. I don't think this will outsell 4, because I think 4 sold like a lot, like 15 million copies or something crazy like that. Like I think it sold like a lot more than the previous ones. But long story short, I wonder where they're going to stop the remaking, because if they start remaking stuff that doesn't need a remake to begin with, I'm probably going to tap out of playing those remakes, because there comes a point where you don't need to remake something, for any reason, right? And this is one thing. I think a remake of the original Resident Evil in this style would be a great seller. I think it would be a fantastic game, right? And that's, because my biggest criticism of the original game of the remake of the original is just the camera angles. That's my only real complaint about the game, looking back on it. Everything else I'm fine with. So if they just took that game and made it in this engine with the way they've remade 2, 3, and 4, I think they would have a great seller on their hands, and they'd also be able to make a proper remake, not just a retexture, and not just a graphical and audio remake. They could make an actual remake of the game that could play well to the series' current record of finding success in remaking the old titles. And again, at what point did they stop the remakes? That's something to keep in mind. But overall, still enjoyed the game. I'd say it's fun. If you like Resident Evil, I think you'll enjoy it. And if you enjoyed Resident Evil 4, the original, I think you'll enjoy this. I think you will run into problems. I think some people might miss some of the encounters that were skipped. But I also think that this game overall does hold up relatively well as a remake of the original Resident Evil 4. So I'd recommend it. But yeah, got a bunch of shit going down in future videos, so I got to get to that. But I'd just like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later.